Hi, Collective. Welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia, and I'm back for another reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. Hope you guys had a good weekend. So this reading is going to be a general collective reading, all right? So these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Some or all of the reading may not resonate, so please keep that in mind when watching tarot. Please use your discernment and know that these readings should be clarification or confirmation to something you are already aware of. If this reading brings any paranoia or fear to you, then it is not your reading. As harsh as the message may be, it should still be welcomed information. So yeah, that's how you'll know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some overall energy. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides of the highest white light, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. All right. Let's get some overall energy here. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? One more. All right, we have timeline issues and family lineage, bloodline. Something about the number 1, 7, 8, 14, 13, 21, 22, 28, and 29. Could be significant. Those could be birth dates of somebody in your family. This could be your birthday or the month in which someone was born. Accomplice, a partner. You could have family collective that was an accomplice to something, partnered with someone. What else do we need to know? Witness. Ooh. Somebody could have seen something. Someone could be witness to a family partnering or being an accomplice to something. And someone's angry and raging out because there's a witness to this. Freedom. Somebody's angry. Something about freedom. Here, let's get one more. One more. Holy Spirit. Mental health. And again, we have family on the bottom of the deck. And struggle. In parental figure and inside. You could be healing from a parental figure in your family collective. This family could have been wanting you to struggle. This family could have been saying that you were struggling with mental health issues. But this is not the case. There could be a witness to somebody in your family working. Oh! Oops. All right. There's something going on here where somebody is angry. They're angry about the fact that there's a witness that they partnered with someone or they were an accomplice. And this is someone that's showing up in your bloodline. So this is somebody that is your DNA. So this isn't just like, remember the card that came out a second ago, family. This is your actual DNA that could have partnered with somebody. They could be saying there's a timeline issue when it comes to a situation, but there's a witness, and this is making them very angry. This witness could be what is freeing you, collective, from this plot to say that you are having mental health issues. Okay? This witness is who's going to be freeing you from this situation. Your own family could have been part of this, which is really disgusting. And they're angry. They're angry because of you being freed from this mental health issue here. They could be angry at this witness. This witness could be their partner or somebody that they worked with. Let's find out what was done here. I wasn't going to use these cards, but because of what came out, I think it's important we do get down to exactly what transpired here. All right, Holy Spirit, tell us about these timeline issues. What do we need to know about this? What's up with this timeline issue? Evil stepmother. You could have an evil stepmother energy that's involved. Now, this doesn't have to be your actual stepmother. This could be somebody in this mother role. So it could be a mother, it could be an auntie, a sister, whatever. Q, somebody with the initial Q, first, middle, or last, could be involved. Tell me about this timeline issue. Karmic interference. There could be a stepmother or mother energy here that's karmic to you. They could be interfering with something. Harassment. They could be part of some type of harassment. They could be trying to get out of something by saying, oh no, there was a timeline issue. Working so hard to hide the truth about their interference and harassment, collective, of you, if this is your reading. Don't answer the door for them. What? So you may have a family member or somebody that's been a part of some sort of harassment and karmic interference in your life, and you're being urged to not answer the door for them. Tell me about family bloodline. Premeditated. This evil stepmother energy premeditated something. This is giving me, like, since this is DNA and it's right next to evil stepmother, this could actually be your mother or somebody who's actually, you have this person blocked because you know that they were interfering with something. Bribe. Somebody bribed someone to harass you, perhaps, so you blocked them. You knew this was going on. What a winner. What a winner. Wow. Somebody in your family lineage bribed someone to do something premeditated. Tell me about bloodline, family, blackmail. Somebody's working hard. Somebody could have bribed someone to blackmail you. Or this harassment is blackmail. Somebody's working hard to hide the truth that something about blackmail, toxic. Don't answer the door for this person. They're toxic. So this was premeditated. This was premeditated by a family member, possibly a mother, who's toxic. To bribe, harass, interfere, and blackmail someone. Tell me about accomplice, partner in crime. Falsely accusing you of crimes, false police reports. So this evil stepmother energy here, collective, premeditated something here. They could have worked with another person to falsely accuse you of crimes. Wow. There was a partner here. Your family partnered with somebody to do something premeditated, and now it's coming back. So whatever this karmic interference is that they were running here, it's coming back. as soon as you blocked this person, it could have backfired. Anything they did was... So we have loss of life. Somebody could have bribed someone to harass you and take your life. There could have been an attempt to accuse you of crimes or make false police reports. This wasn't maybe working, so they bribed someone to take you out and to harass you. Or harass you to the point where this would cause you to take yourself out. Birth certificate. This came out in yesterday's reading. Blackmail. Working hard to hide the truth. Birth certificate. This is getting really bizarre. Psychologist, psychiatrist, doctor. There could be a toxic psychologist or psychiatrist involved. This psychologist, psychiatrist could be an accomplice to this evil stepmother energy. This person in your family. Tell me about witness. Passed over. An evil stepmother could have premeditated a plan to accuse you of crimes and have you passed over, but there's a witness to this. Untrustworthy person. Something's coming back to this untrustworthy person. You block this untrustworthy person. Somebody could be saying the witness is untrustworthy. We have a father energy here. A father could be a witness here of somebody bribing another person to harass. This doesn't have to be your father, but it could be. And we have father passed over. And loss of life. Jail or prison. Someone's working hard to hide the truth so they don't go to jail or prison for blackmail, bribery, harassment, and a premeditated plot. That has to do with a doctor. Wow, you guys. Best friend. This came out in yesterday's reading as well. A father's best friend could be involved. A father could be going to prison. All right, tell me about anger and rage. Visited a psychic or a tarot reader. And this evil stepmother could be the one who visited a psychic or tarot reader to get in touch with somebody who passed over. But they left angry, enraged by what they heard. Wow. Weird vibes, bizarre behavior. So this untrustworthy person who's karmically interfering in your life that you blocked is untrustworthy. And you chose to block them because they were giving you weird vibes and they were acting bizarre. This psychic or tarot reader could have also been getting weird vibes from whoever it is that visited them. They could be saying this person's untrustworthy. They knew that they could have told this person that whatever it is that they did to interfere, that it was coming back to them. Like it was backfiring and they got mad. They wanted to hear lies, I guess. Felony mail redirect. A father could have redirected your mail when it comes to something about somebody who passed over and lost their life. What else we need to know about anger and rage? Text messages. Text messages about blackmail could be leading to jail or prison, or somebody's texting from jail. so they can hide the truth about something. Tell me about anger, rage, fire sign. So there's a fire sign here who's angry, surprise, surprise, about some text messages. Hates that you have self-worth. So there could be a fire sign here that's angry that you have self-worth. They could have went to a psychic or a tarot reader and found out that you have self-worth. This enraged them. Detective. There could be a detective that's looking into a doctor. A toxic doctor. A detective could be looking into a mail redirect, text messages about this. Interesting. Just mixing these up real quick. All right, tell me about freedom. What do we need to know about freedom? F. F could be wanting their freedom. Tell me about freedom, Holy Spirit. Cycle is closed. There could be a cycle that's closed with this evil stepmother energy who premeditated something by accusing you of crimes and making false police reports. This cycle's closed with whoever this individual is that has the initial F, first, middle, or last. Favor. Somebody could have asked someone for a favor. F could have asked for a favor of an untrustworthy person, or yeah, whatever this favor is, the cycle's closed. Death certificate. So we have death certificate and birth certificate. Redirect of mail, death certificate, and loss of life. So a father could have redirected mail when it comes to something. A death certificate. This is really weird. Good news. Somebody could be going to jail and that could be good news. Somebody could be getting freed from jail and that could be good news. Intoxicated. There could be a detective looking into an intoxicated best friend or whoever this F individual is. One more. Oop. Delusional. Somebody could be intoxicated and delusional. Interesting. Tell me about mental health, Holy Spirit. What do we need to know about this? Hired HIT man. Somebody could be blaming their mental health for hiring an HIT man to pass someone over. This was a premeditated plot by this evil stepmother energy. They started by accusing you of crimes and making false police reports. But that cycle closed, so they hired an HIT man. They could be trying to claim like they're mentally ill in prison. Evil stepsister. All right, y'all, this is really giving, now this is really clarifying that there's a stepmother and a stepsister involved. This evil stepmother could have asked for a favor. Somebody's initial could be F, first, middle, or last. They could have asked an evil stepsister for a favor to karmically interfere or block things for you. Now, whoever this evil stepsister could have been the one that hired this HIT man. Yes. Huh. Wow. Tell me more about this mental health and evil stepsister. Ugh. Okay. So, I can't say this word on YouTube. It's the tea trafficking. Somebody could have wanted somebody could, okay, this evil stepsister could have hired someone, an HIT man, okay? They could have hired this person to human move around whoever this reading's for, if you get what I'm saying. They wanted proof of this loss of life by a death certificate. They could have bribed this person to harass, and yeah, this is truly evil. Oh, phone tracking, computer tracking, device hacking. So someone's going to jail for this. Somebody could have hacked your devices to see your text messages in order to be able to blackmail you. Wow. Okay, what else do we need to know about this evil stepsister? You have God targeting you because they think you're alone, but you have your divine team. Wow. There could be a detective that's involved. A detective and a psychologist or psychiatrist. That's toxic. This detective and doctor could be best friends. And they're targeting you because they think you're alone. These people could be, this doctor's an accomplice or a partner to somebody in your family. Accidental passing. Somebody's delusional if they think that you're going to be taken out because you have divine protection. Job or business. Yeah. Okay. Somebody could be lying on you at your job or business trying to get you fired. All right. Let's keep going. All right, Holy Spirit, tell us more about, I feel like we should use the tarot deck. Let's use the tarot real fast. Judgment, yeah. Someone's under judgment for trying to sacrifice someone. I can't make it up. Two of Cups. This could be like a soulmate energy. All right, tell us about timeline issues. Evil stepmother. Damn. The Chariot. Wow, the Hermit and Queen of Swords. Someone's determined here. There could be a Cancer or a Virgo involved. This person, this evil stepmother, is determined to move forward with something, to be successful when it comes to looking into something, shining the light on something. They think that they know something here. They think that they think they know something here, collective, so they keep doing this harassment and interference. This person's very karmic and toxic. They're working hard now to hide the truth. They think that they're so smart, that they're intelligent. But this, yeah, there's some sort of a timeline issue that's showing up. Interesting. I don't usually like to take all those at once, but we'll see what happens with the next. Tell me more about timeline issues. What do we need to know about this? You could have cut someone off, collective. And then, you know, with this Chariot, this often gives me, with this Chariot and the Hermit, this gives me investigation and authorities. Like, this could literally be the police that are looking into something with an evil stepmother. The harassment, and they're trying to hide the truth. Oh, look at that. This evil stepmother is showing up as the devil, toxic. And this toxic person is, you could have cut this toxic person off. Whether this is a stepmother or a mother energy here, it's one of the two. Or, you know, both, I guess. Six of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be successful, collective. You're going to triumph over this premeditated plan by someone in your family. This was a plan to block, bribe, and have you blocked and harassed, to blackmail you. Yeah, Seven of Wands. But you're defending yourself. You're not putting up with this. You could also be being defended by an investigator or by the authorities. You have been putting up boundaries and protection from whoever this family member is that's working to block and accuse you of things. This cycle's being closed. Yeah, you survived this hit, protected yourself. You're holding your own when it comes to something. This particular situation here, where somebody wanted you passed over. We have Page of Cups. This is good news. You could be getting intuitive messages about this situation. So you were able to protect yourself. One more, please, for bloodline, family lineage. You could be this person's child, which is really sick. That they actually would do this to their own child. Two of Swords. So somebody can't, they're at a stalemate. They could be at a crossroad. They're making a difficult situation. There's a difficult situation here that they're having to decide on. To either keep going with this toxic plan or to stop. Right now, they could be sitting on the fence when it comes to something, unsure of which way to go. If they're unsure, they're going to really, truly end up in prison. Tell me about accomplice, partner in crime. Nine of Swords. Somebody could be having like nightmares over this accomplices who accused you of crimes, collective. Something's coming back on them. It could be like some sort of this, whatever it is that this person did to harass you. That whatever this interference is, the accusations, the police reports, this premeditated plan. Now they're having sleepless nights. They're having nightmares. They could be worried and anxious about something coming back to them. Because they partnered with someone. Tell me more about accomplice, partner in crime. Wow, now we have Page of Swords. Yeah, so they could be looking at having like new ideas. The truth here is coming in. The truth is coming in about a doctor. About these false police reports, this premeditated plan, the hiring of an HIT or HIT. Yeah, this was to sacrifice someone. Whatever's happening here, collective, they could be experiencing loss of life. There could be a Pisces involved, a Capricorn. Ace of Wands. whatever's gone on here, collective, you could have gotten out of the situation, not just because of good luck, but because you're not toxic. You aren't the things that they are trying to say about you. The truth, you're seeing the truth about this sacrificial energy that they sent towards you. And now it's going back to them. They were inspired to do this. For what reason, I don't know. But whatever it is, they're working really hard to hide the truth. This could be the truth about trying to put someone in jail, hacking someone's phone, blackmailing. Whatever this hacking is, collective, your device, they're using to somehow harass or blackmail you, intimidate you. 10 of Cups, your own family. There's something here about a family member who passed over. This family may be wanting to reunite because something's coming back on them. Because they were planning to do something impulsive. There could be a father involved in this. Hold on, let me look at this other card. So this father and your family is under judgment. There could be a Scorpio involved. A father and their best friend could be under judgment. They could be going to jail or prison because there was a premeditated plan to take you out. But to cause a tower. We have Scorpio again. So with the tower, you guys, this was like to cause some sort of destruction, upheaval, and chaos in your life. You may have known that you couldn't trust this person or this father and their friend, their best friend. I just heard the word Hightower. Someone's last name could be Hightower. I know that's very random. There's a witness here to whatever's gone on. It could be this best friend. King of Wands. This father could be this King of Wands energy. This person's, this is giving me this father energy here. You could be getting good news. This father could be going to jail. This father and their best friend could be going to jail. A detective could have looked into them and saw that they were intoxicated and delusional individuals. Yep, justice. So someone could be going to jail. This is justice for you. A detective is looking into this. So on another note, this father and best friend could be witnesses of something someone did. 10 of Pentacles for money, for inheritance. Of course, for this 10 of Pentacles that was left by someone who passed over. This father could have worked with their best friend to do something here. They could have redirected mail, tried to cause loss of life. We have 7 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. So somebody was literally like thinking that they could be financially independent off of this money that was left in a trust, an inheritance. They thought this was going to give them options. This was wishful thinking on their part. That's all it was wishful thinking. And now they could be going to jail. Yeah. Sun in reverse. This is not a happy time for them. This was unsuccessful. Now they want to move to calmer waters, of course. They're angry that they're not getting this money, this inheritance. That they're not going to have options. They're not going to be financially independent. This was a power grab on their part. They thought this was going to bring in some abundance. This person could have been like working with a Gemini or a Virgo or both to change something. They could have been trying to change the reality of something by saying that you were delusional. They could have hired a detective, and now they're angry because this didn't work. Tell me about freedom. You're being freed from whatever this is, collective. You're getting good news. The cycle's closing out. 7 of Swords. So this cycle's closing out. You're being freed from whatever these lies were or are. Somebody could have said something about being a thief. To the police, they could have accused you of crimes to the police. False police reports. This was very risky. But the cycle's closing out now. Because these were all lies. 2 Cups. Yeah, this could be somebody that you were in a relationship with or in some type of union. This could just be like soulmate energy though. So soulmates can be family. Really anybody. So this father could be part of this HT plan. Sorry, I can't say it, you guys. Remember the word. 4 of Cups. So this was a missed opportunity. Whatever isn't, something's not happening now because of jail or prison, somebody being looked into. They could be upset. Now they feel stuck because they're going to jail. 7 of Pentacles. So whatever it is that they invested in here, collective, that has to do with you, it's not working. They were expecting good news for all of this work and investing into some type of harvest. This could have been your downfall, but it was going to be something good for them. Now they are realizing that this was a missed opportunity. This investment was all for nothing. Whatever it was that they invested in, hacking, tracking your devices, is coming to light. Yeah. This person could be claiming to be delusional. Tell me about mental health. 4 of Wands. And there could be something about a house, marriage. Ace of Cups. A new relationship. Somebody could have done something to mess with a new relationship. This could have been a relationship that you were going to be happy in. You were going to be celebrating. Somebody could have told a partner, a new relationship, that you had mental health issues. This could have been an evil stepsister that was trying to target you. This is sick. There could have been like something about a house, or this evil stepsister could have been doing this so they could get a house. So this evil stepsister took pleasure from doing whatever it is that they did. They took from this happy event this new relationship. What a sicko. Tell me more about mental health, Holy Spirit. The Fool. So this evil stepsister took a leap of faith to do something really stupid here. To hire an HIT man. To take somebody out of your life. Like not actually taking someone out, but causing issues. Endings. For new relationships. Even a marriage. This was not smart. Yeah, this is over. There could be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius involved. Along with, did I say Aries? And Leo. These could all be signs. Yeah, they were trying to do this to the star. They wanted this star energy, which is your energy, to be in this Five of Cups. They wanted you to be regretful or lonely. They wanted you to feel like a failure, like sad and in despair. And now this person could be, this evil stepsister could be saying, oh, I didn't mean to cause endings for the collective. I didn't mean to cause whatever endings that I purposely took a leap of faith to do. King of Cups. They could have been acting on like good advice. They thought this was like a creative, wise thing to do. Yeah, to mess with your karma, your destiny, and your money. So this sister could have had something to gain by you losing. So if this is a stepsister energy collective and they're in your family and there was some sort of inheritance that you were supposed to get, they wanted to take your place. They wanted this new, the security, this financial, new beginning that was destined for you. Wow. Where are we at on time? Okay, let's get a few of these and then we'll close out. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell us about the timeline issues. A Virgo could be involved along with your parents. That a Virgo could have been involved in this rejection or abandonment of you from your family. This Virgo could be this evil stepsister who's toxic. They could have worked with their mother. Yeah, look at this, siblings. Wow. This could be a Virgo sibling collective that wanted to have you rejected and abandoned. They wanted you lonely. They wanted you, like, not in the family anymore. Tell me about family lineage. Remember, you were successful over this narcissist in your family. You triumphed through this premeditated plan to harass and block you. Yeah, your spiritual gifts could have, like, this person could be really mad because you have spiritual gifts. You could have intuitively figured this out. We've got intuition, intuitive with this Page of Cups, and spiritual gifts. So you were able to protect yourself. You could have asked for protection from the Most High as well. Tell me more about family lineage. Beta. Something about a beta. You could be very friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, and reliable. So whatever their plan was did not work. This narcissist could be claiming to be a beta. Or they were trying to block you, someone who's friendly, non-confrontational, and reliable. Who's maybe been, yeah, they did this for gains. They thought that they were going to, this person could have been your friend, and they could have been acting like they were going to empower you, but really they just wanted some sort of money. Or now this person wants to come in and be your friend because now you are empowered. You have the power, and there's something here about money. So now somebody may want to come in after trying to sacrifice you and be your friend, regardless of who it is. It could be this evil stepmother or this stepsister. Tell me about accomplice, partner in crime. Yeah, somebody did too much. Whoever this accomplice is here, whoever worked with these people or person, could have done too much. Too much. They were trying to bring too many towers. Too many towers to your family. Too many false police reports. This is all coming back to them now. They could have been saying you were acting bizarre and that you had weird vibes. This was only to bring towers and sacrifice you. Contracts, commitment, obligation, and agreement. Somebody signed something here. Somebody could be under judgment for some sort of contract or some commitment or agreement. This could be a father. Ooh, look at this. drugs. Somebody could have said somebody had an addiction. This was part of this plan to bring towers. This was an investment. This father could have said you have addiction issues. Pisces. There could be a Pisces involved. You could be a Pisces. They could be a Pisces. There could be a Pisces witness here to this upheaval that this family was trying to cause. Trying to make you look ugly. What kind of family is this? This is so crazy. Like, seriously, with family like this, who needs enemies? Unconditional love. So this family could be still claiming to have unconditional love for you, even though they were trying to make you look ugly to people, trying to say you had addiction issues, saying you did too many drugs. They could have had some sort of connection to a psychologist or psychiatrist. They worked with your siblings and perhaps even your best friend. I'm getting it's this father's best friend though. Justice. Destiny. Oop. Destiny and fate. So whatever has gone on here, this justice was destined for you, collective. It was not your plan. It was not your destined plan for them to create problems for you, for them to lie on you. You're very protected. All right, tell me about witness. Charlatan, Capricorn. So there's some sort of trickster, deceptive Capricorn involved. This Capricorn could have been the one who did a lot here. They could have lied to your family. They were a charlatan, trickster, a fraud. They could have been part of making you look ugly. They wanted to make you look ugly like you had addictions that you don't have. This is giving me like jilted lover. Like because you left them, they wanted to cause problems. They wanted to bind everything in your life, your finances, your energy, your love. They said you were an untrustworthy person to your own father. They could have had somebody back this up. This was their attempt at trying to manifest something evil into your life. You could have even had some sort of paranormal experiences. Now this person has guilt and remorse for what they did. Or it was in reverse. So this person may have no guilt or remorse for what they did. They're being optimistic, crossing their fingers that something will work out for them. Wow. Tell me about anger and rage. Somebody's snapped. They could be angry. They could be raging out. They snapped. They're unhinged. They're unstable. So they're like giving off weird vibes now. What else we need to know about anger and rage? Yeah, somebody's not healing. They're not going to recover from what it is that they did here. This could be an ex, somebody that you thought you were going to be with forever. They lied on you. They could have said you were a thief. This was a betrayal. Wow. They invested in this collective. They thought they were going to be successful, but this is all because of a missed opportunity. So you could have broke up with this person. I just heard disillusion of marriage or a relationship. Yeah, they thought they were going to get some sort of gift or reward for doing what they did here. They thought they were going to be successful. They could have been expecting some sort of a gift or a present. Or you're being gifted this freedom after what this main male did. So this could have been a male ex. Yeah, the constantly casting illusions. Thinking they're working their magic here. Lying. They could have tried to have you HT. This person could be part of this hit. This ex could have worked with an evil stepsister. Ooh, to gossip and trash talk you. Saying you were sick, that you had toxic attachments and bad habits. But really, there could be a distorted Taurus involved. But really, collective, you are this deity, this divine creator. You're a supreme being. And they knew it. They were trash talking you, saying you had... Sorry about that. I got a notification. But saying you had attachments. They were lying on you. Literally trash talking you. They could have been working with a distorted Taurus to cast these illusions. These are negative karmic energies. You may have nothing to do with them. They targeted you because they thought you were alone. They could have worked to alienate you, to make you alone. And then they thought, once we get the collective alone, we'll be able to do what we want to do. Wrong. Tell me about mental health. What do we need to know? Aries. An Aries with mental health issues could have hired an HIT man. Because they wanted some new beginning. They could have wanted a house. They could have worked with their partner. Tell me about mental health. Fortune, yep. They could have been saying you were the third wheel here to something. They wanted some sort of abundance. This person could have been a third party in your relationship. Or they worked with this evil stepsister, third wheel, to do something demonic with technology. Ooh. So somebody did something here with technology, some sort of something that they did with electronics. This was demonic and nefarious. They did something diabolical to get some sort of abundance here. This is looking like an inheritance. They wanted to change your destiny. They could have literally hired an HIT man collective to cause an accidental DEATH, an accidental passing, but they were unable to do this because you have the Most High. You're loved by the divine. They were trying to cause fear, or now they're in fear because their diabolical plan did not work. These people are sick. They're in fear now that they're going to end up passing. We have Scorpio. So, yeah. They could have even been trying to cause you to be fearful so you would take yourself out, but I'm getting that that's not the case. They actually hired somebody to dominate you. The Scorpio could be, and there could be a Scorpio involved that was leading this whole situation. Playing mind games and manipulating. Trying to cause confusion for you, collective, so you would be in fear. They wanted to cause manipulation and fear. This was their demonic, diabolical plan. They could have even given an Aries some money to be part of this. This Aries could be the father. Hold on, what's this card? Yeah. But we have source. So somebody could have given somebody a helping hand. Or this Scorpio could be the source of a situation. A father, an Aries father could have been doing something here. You could have run right into the Most High. So you could have been running or trying to escape whatever these people did to you here. They were coming for you. They did a lot. They did too much. And you ran, and the Most High said, come, my child. I will protect you. And gave you the protection of the divine. And now these people might be in fear because their mind games and manipulation didn't work. One final card for mental health. Yeah, so they did this to a sweet, compassionate, innocent individual. Somebody could have been trying to set you up, collective, and entrap you because they said you stole something. And you're this Queen of Cups energy. Wow. They've been dirt digging. A Leo could be dirt digging, trying to be invasive and nosy in your life. You, the collective. Somebody was trying to copy you. A role model. Okay, there could be a Leo here that's projecting a whole bunch on you, collective. Trying to dirt dig on you. They could have even copied you. They could have copied something when it comes to you. They could have pretended to be you, a role model, in order to dirt dig and be nosy in your life. They could have been going to the collective, reaching out to the collective, trying to dirt dig. They could have even pretended, again, to be you in order to get dirt on you. Yeah, this was something they invested in. They could have been investing in saying that you were part of the sidewalk gang, you were a streetwalker, but you were victorious. Wow. Seriously, these readings, when it's about family, is just so shocking to me. I mean, I don't doubt it because I know some people have really effed up families. So my apologies if this is something you've gone through. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, you guys. I don't want this to be too long, but let me know in the comments if this reading resonates, if you've been through something like this. If you have, I'm extremely sorry. Like, this is nothing I like to read on. So yeah, so let me know, and just know you guys are loved, okay? Please do like the reading, hype the reading, and subscribe if you guys would like to be part of the family, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.